Yes, you, my friends. The thing is, you have actually been selected. A selected few in this game. You know, when the universe chooses you, there's no going back. And everyone that this video finds, you have actually been selected. It will only appear to people who are selected. The chosen ones, they call you. The selected few. It is a few. Compared to billions of people on this planet, it's only a few. Maybe a billion of us, maybe 2 billion of us out of 8 billion. That's quite a few. So yes, this video won't find millions of people, but it will find the ones who were meant to find it and the ones who are right. And if you don't know that you've been selected, well, this video will let you know you've been selected. And what does selected mean? I like to call you guys the code breakers. The ones who can glitch the matrix, the ones who can find the loophole. And the reason why you're selected is because you have a duty, a birthright to change reality. First, you change it for yourself. Then you change it for others. And the thing that makes you selected is your way of thinking. Very unconventional. You see, you practice manifesting. You practice reality bending. You practice deeper spiritual conjuring that the mainstream will look down on you. You'll get laughed at, you'll get ridiculed. But I have news for you. That is the true essence of what you are. You see, with most selected individuals or most chosen ones, they'll seem to have more of a difficult path. They'll get more resistance in their life. It will seem like you've been targeted. And in a sense, you are targeted, but you're not targeted the way you think you're targeted. You're actually targeted by our own mind, our ego. See, the thing is, once you become enlightened and once you are aware that your mindset creates your reality, your mind doesn't like that. And your mind wants you to stay conventional. It doesn't want you to be unconventional. And every word I'm saying right now to prove this to you, every word I've just said, it's going to stick to you, it's going to stuck to you, it's going to resonate with you. And the reason why it's resonating with you is because you are part of a code. If you're watching this or you're into this, everything I say is going to resonate. You're not going to say, oh, this guy, I'm going to scroll past. It's impossible for you to scroll past because you are hypnotically connected to this message. This message is designed to open up another layer of you. It's like an activation code. And what I'm here to do, I'm just here to give you an update or an upgrade to your consciousness. Okay? The thing that you've been figuring out. So here's the first update. You will always get attacked through your mind. Your conscious mind will always ridicule you. Number two, you will always get attacked through people, the matrix, the NPCs, because they fear what you have. They fear the uncertainty of your mind. When somebody comes in and they don't understand something or something is out of their realm, the natural human inclination is to shun it, to fear it, to ridicule it. So everywhere you go, people may look at you weird, they may think da-da-da, but here's the truth. You have something very special within you. You know what it is you have? You have a delusional mindset. Number one. Also, number two, you see outside of the norm. Your mind operates differently than everybody else's mind on the planet. Yeah, just look at what you're into. Look at what you think about a lot. Think about it. Look at your practices. Look at your beliefs. Look at the way you view reality. You don't view reality as a physical construct. You view reality as potential, as possibilities. Yeah, you're watching this video right now. You're here because this resonates with you. Number one, majority of you don't, as I've seen someone just commented, but here, number one, you don't believe and buy into a religion. So all of you are over that already. Number two, you also don't buy into the matrix, the mainstream. You don't watch a lot of stuff. Number three, you're also very cautious of your diet, what you eat, what you put in your body. Number four, you're also cautious of energy and people around you. You set yourself up, you set your house up, you set your life up where things have to be in aligned with you. You use your tools, you have your crystals, you have your energy portals, your meditation. These things are things that you picked these up from the field. You brought this here with you. You know that energy moves and manipulates everything. You also know that your life can change on the dot. But here is the thing that you kind of struggle with. As selected beings, you will struggle with your mind. Your mind will always attack you more because if you are more heightened in the field. And this is why I'm making this video, for you to overcome that part of it. And here's the thing about the mind. I'm going to put it to you in this way. You see, when you came here with a blueprint called your desires. Your desires were given to you by you, your authentic self. When you got here, your mind now camouflages itself to make you believe that it created your desires. So this is why your mind can debate on your desires. This is why your mind can ridicule your desires. This is why your mind can tell you your desires won't come in, because you automatically associate, well, damn, my mind is telling me I can't accomplish this, or my mind is telling me I can't do this. Your mind is a spectator. Your mind didn't generate your desires. Your desires are encoded in you. They're meant for you to experience. So what you have to do, you have to now realize that your desires are separate from your ego. Your ego is just the observer of your desires. It's the critic of your desires. Yes, because it's a part of human experience. So because you're highly selected, your mind is going to highly pull you back. And it's doing that because the thing about the mind is, you know that you are eternal. You know that you're infinite. You already know that. You're energy. You know that you're just a spiritual being having this human experience. You all know that. But your mind doesn't. Your mind knows it's limited. Your mind knows it's going to die. Your ego knows it's going to die. You know that it's impossible for you to die. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the awareness of you. Yeah, you know your body will decay. You know that already. But you know about your awareness. You know about your consciousness. You know about yourself. You know that you're going to be incarnated again. You know that you're going to come back. You already know that already. But your mind doesn't know that. And here's the problem. If your mind doesn't know that, you're going to meet a lot of anxiety, man. You're going to get a lot of depression. You're going to get a lot of attack from your own mind. How do you fix it? The knowledge and awareness to know that your mind isn't you. All right. When you're here, you adopted the mind. When you leave, the mind ceases to exist. So the mind knows it's gone. That's the knowledge I have to impart for you today to understand that and to overstand that. Okay? The next thing you know, I'm here to tell you this. You cannot get everything done in this lifetime. Don't try to get everything done in this lifetime, my friends. You have infinite amounts of lifetime to get everything done. What do I mean by don't get everything done? It means Go at your pace. Manifest with least resistance. Go with the flow. Don't try to push everything together. That's a product of your mind. Your mind wants you to do everything now because it knows it doesn't have the time to do it. You, my friend, you have time indefinite. You've done it before and you'll do it again and you'll continue to do it. So you have to really now trust in yourself while you're here. Trusting in yourself is believing in your vision and your desires. Okay? You have to do that. The mind is the enemy of the higher self. The mind is the friend of the human. The mind is the enemy of the higher self. Did you catch that? If you accept to be a human being here, your mind is going to become your friend. If you accept to be your higher self, your God self, your mind is going to become your enemy. And the reason why the mind becomes your friend as a human is because your mind understands that when you're a human, all your powers are limited. It can control you. So your mind wants people it can control. It can take advantage of. It can use. It can move. It can do that. So it wants you to accept being a human. So, listen, pay attention. Pay attention now. If you find that your mind is giving you a lot of advice and you're okay with it, you're a human. Don't want to be a human. Not when it comes to manifesting big dreams and big goals. You can't be a human. It's not going to work as a human. A human being is going to work with survival, with daily necessities and needs. That's a product of the mind. So if you like to just get up, just get by, survive, live life and see what comes, then go ahead and be a human. If you want to be the being, the higher part of that, then you're going to have to face a little resistance from the mind. But it's going to grow you to be who you are. And the first step for you to being a being is to separate yourself from human. How do you separate yourself from human? Here's how you do it. Number one, you know that you're playing a role as a human. Number two, you know that you can always exit human consciousness and go into higher consciousness. And you come back to your human rented body. You're renting here. Where you live and exist is infinite. This is rental. All this is rental property. We're renting. So you have to look at it that way. I'm coming back to my rental spot. Your ego lives in your rental unit. You live in abundance, infinite. You're out there everywhere all at once. So you have to play the separation role. How do you do the separation role? Here's the separation role. Whatever you desire and whatever you want, if you find your mind giving you resistance on it, that's a sign that you're going to get it. If your mind is not giving you resistance to your desires, you may not be able to get it. Anytime you're dreaming big to achieve your goals and dreams, and if you find your mind giving you a lot of doubt, it means you're going to get it. Because the mind senses a change is coming. The mind senses something is different. So the mind natural reaction is, I have to protect myself. I have to stop this guy from going to be abundant because it's going to change. I can't control him. So your mind wants you to be in the certain. Your mind basically wants you to be in the lack flow, man. The mind doesn't want you to go into the abundance flow, people. That's just the truth of it all. Your mind does. Your mind is just fine, as perfect as you just barely getting by. It loves that stuff. It never wants you to find out you're a being playing a human. And here's what really separates you from everyone. So if you want to know why you're selected, why do they call you the chosen ones? Here's the reason you're the chosen ones. It's the way you interact more with your imagination. All of you live more in imagination than you do in the physical world. That's the biggest reason why you're the selected ones. Everybody around your life, you're the only one in your family, the only one in your building. I can guarantee you, you're the only person that practices visualization. You actually make an effort and you make it a part of your routine. You actually sit down and you actually project your life in your mind. Most people don't do that, people. I'll repeat it again. 8 billion people on this planet. We're only about 1 to 2 billion the most. We are very selective. We're few. So that literally means if you go by odds and statistics, if you're in a building or you're working in a building and you have 5,000 employees in the building, you may be the only 1 or 2 people in that building that practice mind visualization. Everybody else is not aware of this stuff. That is actually done by design. The Matrix set it up this way. So what is so special about why do you visualize? And let me tell you something even deeper than that. From the minute you were a kid growing up to an adult, you always thought it was normal to do it. Nobody forced you to visualize. You know that. It's just something you just felt like it was normal. When you were in school, you was doing it and your classmates were looking at you like you were crazy. So that's a clear indication that you were programmed with this from the universe. Go examine your whole life right now, all of you. These are stuff you were doing without being told what to do about it. This is stuff you were doing that you weren't even taught to do it. You just were doing it. People are looking at you. As a matter of fact, you would say to somebody and say, hey, this is not normal for you? And they would say, no, that's not normal for me. Because you thought it was normal. So what's so special about that? Well, here's the thing. You see, you got the code breaker in you. The code breaker is selected ones. They come here and they come here to balance out the feedback loop. So when you came here to put some balance to it. It was unbalanced and you came to balance it. So what you actually doing is you were actually taught and given the real secret to how reality works. And this is why you do it naturally. You already know that anything you imagine will become real. And you've been doing it since you were a kid. But I'll say it again. The only problem you struggle with is your mind. Your ego. All chosen ones and selected ones, they will always have more problems with their own mind. The reason why all chosen ones have more problems with their mind, because they are above the mind, and the mind realizes that you're smarter than the mind, and the mind doesn't like you to be smarter than it. So the mind will fight you a lot. And because you're so high and your mind, your conscious is there, you kind of succumb to your ego. Because most of you had an idea you were different, but you didn't know why you were different. So now you must know why you're different. So I will stress it again. How do I stop the ego from stopping me from resisting? First of all, rule number one, your ego can never stop your manifestation, all right? You can only slow it down. Number two, the desires you have inside of you, they never were created by your ego. It's created by your higher self. So if something's not created by your ego can't tell you how to get it. And this is why we struggle a lot when we try to figure out how things are going to come into our life. That's why I tell you guys all the time, don't waste your time figuring out how it's going to come, because your mind didn't get that copy of it. Only your higher self got it. So a lot of us, what we tend to do is, because we grew up and we're in the matrix, we kind of got amnesia and we just associate ourselves with our mind. And what do you struggle with the most? You struggle with the most with believing in your biggest dreams. You struggle the most with doubting your abilities. You struggle the most with trying to look for proof or evidence of your desires. You struggle with the most because you get attached to the outcome of your desires. That's all a product of your mind. So you don't need to struggle anymore with that, because all you have to do is let it flow and let it come in. Your mindset, which you guys are on right now, and the repetition and your discipline that you're doing is the path to your success. And you realize now what you are. But let me put it to you this way. All right. This statement I am about to put to you guys will shut your ego down. But You have to accept it, and you have to own it. Everything is energy. Remember now, nothing can, whatever I'm saying to you, it cannot come into your consciousness unless you give it permission to come into your consciousness. If you don't give this permission to come into your consciousness, it's not going to work. However, if you give this permission to come into your consciousness, you will see an instant shift as soon as you accept this. You, as a matter of fact, you will even notice how your mind gets more quieter. So you ready? Here's the statement you have to accept. Here it is. I am aware of what I truly am. Gotta accept that. I never said who I am. I am aware of what I am. That's number one. Number two, by being aware of what I am, I'm also aware that my mind is a human. I am a being. I am not the mind. I am the observer of the mind. I can leave the mind when I choose, and I can come back to the mind when I want. Therefore, my mind cannot control my destiny. It can only give me advice on what it thinks. I am the only one that can control it because I am the observer of it. If you accept that right now, watch how fast you're going to start manifesting crazy, crazy self-abundance. Because what you have just done, if you accept that, you've done two things. Number one, you've put the mind on notice. Number two, you have now activated your God self. Your subconscious mind now tunes to another level. Yeah, your subconscious has different levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. You've just moved up to level 4 just by accepting that. Because your subconscious now tunes into the infinite field that you are. Now your subconscious lives now and says, okay, we have come online. You've finally turned on. You've come online now. You've said, hey, I'm here. I know what I am. Now things are going to start to work in your favor, because every time your mind does something to you, you're going to remember that statement you accepted, and it's going to diffuse your mind. Don't try to let it sink in. If you're trying to let this sink in, it's not going to sink in. You just have to accept it. And the reason you have to accept it, because you found this video, there's no choice for you to accept this. Otherwise, this video wouldn't find you. So there's no trying to accept anything. It's just you got to be there and listen to me when I say, hey man, I buy it. I'm in. That's all you got to do. That's simple. Yeah, man, I buy that. I'm going to accept that. That's it. Do that and watch how fast your life change. Matter of fact, if you just accepted this today, tonight, you're going to get a dream. A confirmation dream from your higher self. All of you. Tonight, anyone who watches this video, you are going to get a dream. The dream, you're going to see some symbols, some numbers. You're going to see, matter of fact, let me tell you what's going to happen in a dream. When you're dreaming tonight, you're going to remember little balls of light, and you're walking through some kind of, it's not a field, but it's somewhere, and you're going to be surrounded by all these numbers and symbols, and you're going to come back and message me in my DMs. Everybody that this video touched, you're going to get the dream, and you're going to see for yourself, and you're going to say, damn, this is very trippy. I guarantee you that. Only for those who accept it. No, you don't have to patiently wait for the dream. The dream's going to occur. Once you accept what I've just put into you, you'll see for yourself tonight. Even for those who said, oh man, this guy's talking a bunch of BS. I don't dream. Oh yeah, tonight you're going to dream. Oh, I never remember my dreams. Tonight you're going to remember your dream. Go write it down. And when you see me on live again, tell me what you dream. All right. Even you can manifest the lottery like I did. See, because you're a chosen one, you can do anything. You could bend reality and win the lottery. Here's the book. Many of you are, I'm sure many of you have this book. If you don't, put it in your arsenal. And this is the cheat code to mastering the game of life. More examples of how to change your life. Also, one-on-one coaching is open to help you. You can register there. I'll put in the pinned comments. But you're about to realize something really trippy, man. So what I've just done, I've just activated the highest part of your consciousness. And I just gave you a guarantee that you're going to get a confirmation dream. And you're going to see for yourself. Some of you, the dream may come tonight, depending on your time zone, or maybe tomorrow for you, different time zone. But you're going to get the dream. And you're going to remember it. And you're not going to forget it. All right. See you guys again. Happy manifesting.